All right. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you for coming on. Thank you to those of you who will be watching this recording. So if you're watching this later, you're watching the recording. Thank you for taking the time to watch this Zoom. um, those of us tonight who are going to be sharing our stories, we have, and others on here, we have a passion to help families, individuals have more breathing room in their bank account because there is inflation going on right now. Some people have a struggle to pay bills. Some people want to end the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. And us personally, those of us sharing tonight, and the people that have invited you to watch this Zoom, whether live or the recording, the people that have invited you here, and those of us here tonight, are living proof of choosing to learn new skills, work from our phones or any device that we have, help people get healthy, and earn an income to be able to provide for our family's needs. And that's what we want to show you tonight in the next 20-25 minutes. So, um, I am going to be introducing Hannah. Hannah Johnson is going to be sharing her story. She's going to be sharing why she started Plexus, what caused her to want to start promoting Plexus to earn income, and how it has helped her family right now. Those of us who are sharing this evening, just as a side note, we are all at different levels in Plexus Worldwide in the company. And we all start at the beginning. We all start the exact same way by enrolling as a VIP customer, purchasing our own gut health products to help our bodies get healthy. And that's how we all start. So, Hannah, I'm going to mute myself and I'm going to let you share your story, please.
All right. Hello. Um, my name's Hannah. Melanie told you that already. So, um, what prompted me to start using the Plexus products? It's been almost 7 years since my family started, and my husband and I started together. We were part of a Facebook event, and they talked in there about the ingredients and what they could do and what they were capable of. And I always felt like we were pretty healthy, but after being learning all that stuff, I thought like no matter how healthy we are, we could benefit from this. And I was a little hesitant, but my husband was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it together." So we started at the same time, and it's been almost 7 years. And then as far as the business goes, everybody in the world has a Black Friday sale. And so last Black Friday, Plexus had the best Black Friday sale I think they have ever had ever. And when I heard what the sale was going to be, I was like, I wish I had been working already because so many people could benefit from this. And this sale is so good. But I was like, I don't know who to tell about it. And so I decided that I was going to start talking about it because I had been like occasionally randomly posting stuff and I had had a few people order from me, but I was like, this is really good. And so I was like, I'm going to work really hard telling people about this. So next year on Black Friday, I can have people who know that they have health goals and know that they have needs who can benefit from the sale. And so I really started on Black Friday, started working hard at like promoting it. And then just this last week, we were at our convention, and you may have heard some stuff about that, but I just really realized the income potential more than, I mean, I'd heard about it, but like more than ever before, how this like business opportunity could help so many people. And it just was like a light bulb moment for me. I realized like I should not only be talking about these products because of the health benefits, but also this business can help so many people. And like even just a couple $100 a month makes a huge difference. So that is like my new most exciting thing is how much difference this business can make. So then for us personally, we've been using our my check for a little. We bought a house, our first house last summer, and we had been renting, and we always talked about like, well, if we owned this house, we would do this. So last summer we moved, and now we can actually do all those things that we would have done if we owned. And so the first thing that I did was recocked our bathtub, and the person who did it before did not do a good job. And I was like, I'm sure I can do better than that. So we recocked it. And it turns out a tube of caulk is like $8. So I was like, oh, I have lots of this check left over. So then we bought a big, beautiful family picture and put it right in our kitchen. Right, we don't have a dishwasher, so it's right in front of my kitchen sink, so I can stare at that while I wash dishes. And then we bought a new kitchen faucet, and I wash a lot of dishes. So our old one was leaking, and so that it's pretty and it works really well. And then I think 2 weeks ago, we get paid usually on the 15th, and our check had come a couple days early. And I came out of the grocery store, and my husband was driving, and I was like, everybody's been talking about inflation and groceries, and I haven't paid that close attention, to be honest. But that day I just felt like, oh my goodness, why I do not feel like we got very much food for how much we paid. And then I checked my email looking for something else, and I had an email from Plexus that said how much my paycheck was, and it was $6 difference from what we had just paid for groceries. And I was like, that is, I mean, not coincidental. I was like, that's amazing. And then just we're hoping to like do some more stuff around our house, but our oldest daughter's going to camp for the first time this summer. And so stuff like that we're able to not have to worry about. It's been super nice. So I think back to Melody, right?
Yes, thank you. Yes. So it was the funnest thing and the most inspiring thing to see Hannah pop into one of our team community chats a couple weeks ago and say so excitedly that her grocery total, almost like by $6 off or vice versa, equaled her Plexus paycheck that Plexus had just paid her for her helping people start on their health journey. And that is exactly why we share, because we know the struggle to get groceries sometimes. That is a struggle in and of itself. And if somebody had a couple $100 extra or a few $100 extra coming in each month, that would lighten the load. So thank you so much, Hannah. So I'm actually going to share my testimony briefly and then pass it on to Esther. So I have been with Plexus for 10 years. This month is my Plexus 10th anniversary. And I was very curious about the Plexus gut health products 10 years ago. Very briefly sharing, very briefly, my health story, our health story. I was very curious about them because from what I heard from my friend Monica, who was posting about the really good probiotic in Plexus, I thought that sounds like it's going to help our health needs. And I reached out to her and we started talking and on Facebook, and I found out that there was the potential for a person who starts in Plexus on the products to also earn money. And my husband is a carpenter and a builder, still is, but he was our sole income at the time. And he was working very long hours, 40 to 60 weeks in the construction trade and coming home utterly exhausted in his very late 20s, early 30s. And my fear was going into our 40s and 50s and 60s. If he was going to have to keep that up, how would his body handle that? That was my fear. And it did not feel hopeful. I didn't want to worry about him breaking his body for the next 20 to 30 years just so we could survive. I didn't want to survive. And I really wanted to do some sort of work from home that was flexible because I had become a stay-at-home mom, and we had our second baby 10 years ago this month. And I just wanted something that would help to take the pinch out of our bank account, to help lighten the load and really lighten my husband's financial load, to take some of that stress off of him. Like, I thought if I could just find something that was flexible, because I couldn't leave the house, we only had one car, he needed it, then and I could work at when I wanted to work, around my babies and all that, then that would be fantastic. And so God dropped Plexus into our lives through that Facebook post of that probiotic from my friend Monica. And we ordered the gut health products. And at that same time, I was extremely curious and open to learning more about how to earn money, a paycheck every month through promoting these products and helping people get started on their own wellness journeys while we were starting on ours. So I dove right into it knowing absolutely nothing. A very immature, emotionally immature 29-year-old with a 2.5-year-old and a newborn at home, stuck at home, no car, just a phone, and Wi-Fi. But I had hope for the first time in our married lives that things could possibly change for real. I did not want to see my husband walk through the door utterly exhausted, stressed out, and feeling like he was going to be doing that forever and not being able to thoroughly enjoy life with his family. I wanted to change that. And this provided the avenue to do that. So I started. I started messily. I started posting messily. I started reaching out to people messily. I did a lot of failing forward, and I still do to this day, 10 years later. And I remember my first paycheck, similar story to Hannah, that I remember getting my first Plexus paycheck a couple months after I started Plexus because I had helped a few people get started on the products in my first couple months. And I remember looking at that amount and thinking, that almost could take care of our week's worth of groceries. It wasn't a huge amount, but it was just enough that it sparked something in me. And I thought, okay, I can build that up. And then and I don't remember exactly, forgive me, it's been a long time, but by my second or third paycheck, it was enough to cover our small mortgage at the time, which was a few $100s. You guys, people need good health. People need better financial stability. And we have both of those in this opportunity. And so I pursued it, made tons of mistakes, still do. And less than a few years in, we were able to live solely 100% on this income. So, I started for health, but at the same time was very intrigued about the income potential. Um, and like I said, the thing that prompted me was to bring as much relief to my husband so that he could not have to work and break his body into his 50s and 60s in the construction trade, and just give our family more options with this financial blessing of working this business. Okay, so that's my story in a nutshell. I am going to ask Esther to come on. Esther, I'm not going to share anymore, but both Hannah and Esther are on my team, part of our community, and they are absolute gifts of friends. So, okay, Esther, go ahead. It's your turn.
Hi, everyone. I'm Esther Shepherd, and I started Plexus over 7 years ago now. I actually started out as a customer. I never started like just sharing right off the bat. But what intrigued me about the products, my friend Katie shared with me about the blood sugar balancing effects of Slim in particular. And um, me being an older mom, I have had four pregnancies, and with each one had gestational diabetes. So that was a very um, like thing at the forefront of my mind because a lot of my family has blood sugar issues, and I am working to prevent it. Right, so I am coming from the mind of prevention over prescription. And that journey started back when I started, and taking the Plexus products with the pink drink, with the triplex really, and doing that consistently, just taking it, every day, and noticing like just different things kind of changing in my health as far as just having the energy level, less brain fog, sleeping better, and everything like that. But my huge breakthrough health testimony came at about 6 months of taking these products consistently. And I used to suffer from numbness and tingling in my arm and just lots of, inflammation, like chronic inflammation in my arm from like tennis elbow injury from way back. And it used to wake me up every night for, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. And one morning I woke up because I woke up in the morning realizing I had slept through the night, which had not happened for years. And was wondering like what happened all of a sudden that I don't have this pain anymore. And the only thing that had changed was taking triplex for those 6 months. And so I am a Plexus lifer and will not turn back to that ever again, which I'm so grateful for. And it was from that testimony, and then also in another like Facebook event, like Hannah was sharing earlier. A friend of mine was sharing about how Probio 5 had made such an impact for her child's like skin issues. And at the time, my youngest, Ava, was about 18 months at the time, and she had a lot of like itchy skin issues and rashes and things. And I thought, well, maybe I could use Probio 5 for her. And this is not compliant. So if you want to share this, you can share this with, privately or whatever. But honestly, like it revolutionized her skin. Like, I mean, literally within 3 days of her having some, like I would mix some either in applesauce or yogurt, she cleared up, her skin cleared up. And I was just in total shock, that it happened so quickly. I mean, for most people, it probably wouldn't be that quick, but I think because she was so tiny, like just 18 months, but able to tolerate that, like her skin cleared up and she didn't have that problem anymore. So that was huge as well. And that happened almost about the same time I was experiencing, the breakthroughs in my own health too. So that was where I started. And that kind of gave me a light bulb moment that if it can help me and it can help my daughter, and like I have a ton more health testimonies even in my family, but how these products could help just a range of people, right? Like it's, if you have a gut, you can benefit from these products. And so like Melody was sharing, the income opportunity also is like a win-win, because in this day and age, especially, like I can't tell you how many times like just having that bit of extra cushion in our income has made a difference in not only just paying bills or paying off credit card debt or medical debt or all of that. Like there has been numerous times over the last 7 years where I'm like just praising God that I have an extra stream of income. And thankfully, we haven't had something catastrophic happen, but I'm just praising God that we do have at least this opportunity that we can present to other people, and how much it has helped, like just not only just the rising grocery bills, but the rising bills from just anything else that's happening, right? Like, and as my kids get older, they're involved in more things, more camps, um, like club volleyball, like those things are not cheap. And so, having, like I said, just an extra stream of income that we have that you can build without a ceiling. There's no cap to this opportunity. It's how much work you put into it and just building these skills. Because, like Melody shared too, I mean, I didn't come with a business background for this business, but there is incredible training an incredible community that helps and is able to, teach us, train us to sell well and share these products well with others, and really coming from a heart of love and service to others in sharing these products and sharing the income opportunity as well, because it can make a difference. And I am so grateful for being a part of Plexus, and so proud to represent them as a brand ambassador. So I'll share it back. I'll send it back to you, Melody.
Thank you, Esther. Yes. Yes. So we didn't share all of our health stories tonight because those are detailed and amazing. And this is not the health testimony time, but you did hear parts of it. And so these products are amazing. People need these products to stop surviving and start thriving. And that sounds like a cliche, but let me tell you that, and you probably all can attest to the fact that when you have no energy and all you want to do is lay down and sleep or just sit on the couch and you think, I have so much to get done, but I can't get up. How does that affect the rest of your days, your weeks, your months, and your loved ones, especially? Because especially if you have a family and a close circle of friends, they are not even getting the best of you. You are not able to serve them, care for them, have fun with them. If you are feeling ill, if you're having health struggles, if you're looking for the closest bathroom, things like that. So when we promote the Plexus products and help people start to thrive, they get started on one of our gut health systems or one of our weight loss systems or our immune or detoxing systems, and they start to feel good, they're winning and we are winning because we've helped them. Plexus pays us. So we get the joy and satisfaction of helping others while also helping our family at the same time financially, and we feel better health-wise too. The two biggest struggles in our culture is health and finances. Two biggest stressors or struggles, whatever you want to call it. And when those two things can be addressed properly and there is stability and there's financial stability and good health, it's amazing how that changes everything for families and individuals. And it changes the future for not just, it doesn't just change your present situation, right? Being able to go purchase more groceries, have a larger budget, maybe go put some money into savings so you can take a really nice vacation that you never dreamed you could take. Those are like present things, right? But it's not just the present that we are helping to fix financially and meet needs. It's the future. I don't want my children to be in the financial struggle cycle through their 20s, 30s, and 40s and 50s and struggle even into retirement. I want to be able to help them learn skills and have the opportunities and more options because I chose to step out of my comfort zone and share and promote these really amazing health products and help people learn how to earn income so I too can earn income and provide for my family. So it's a beautiful ripple effect, and anyone can do this. Anyone can do this if they choose to learn the skills and apply them. And that's what we do in our community. We show you and come alongside you how to learn those skills just as we have learned them, and we are still in the process of refining them and being consistent and learning them. You never do it alone. You never do it alone. So we are wrapping this up. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for coming on live. Thank you for watching the recording. Whoever invited you, okay? If you are curious and you're like, okay, well, we have some financial needs. This might help us. I don't know if I can do it, because guess what? We all think to ourselves, I don't know if I can do this. Okay. That's normal. But the cool thing is that you can, because it doesn't take some extroverted, special, talented person. We don't want those people. We just want someone who chooses to learn new skills and apply them, chooses to learn new skills and apply them. And as you talk to people, help them get started, you earn an income. So if this is something that you're curious about, talk to your friend that invited you and get a conversation started and see if this would be a blessing to you and your family. Thank you so much for coming on this evening. I hope this encouraged you and brought you true hope for your present and your future. Have a great night, you guys.